Hey, now it's drop time by Bboy.dojo.com. For the past weeks, we've been speaking about teaching, building on teaching and teaching skills, the skills of passing on our knowledge in breaking. So right now it's time to pass on the mic to the graduates of the International Teacher Education by Bboy.dojo.com. Check it out.
Focus. My name is Steven Trujillo. I go by Bboy Synthesize.
What's up? I'm Bboy Arc from Hawaii.
My name is Eduardo, aka Xedo. I'm from Italy.
I represent the crew's 808 Breakers and Floor Gangs worldwide.
I represent Marema Flava crew.
And I've been breaking for 12 going on 13 years.
And I've been breaking for about 14 years.
And I'm breaking since 2002, so it's like 19 years now.
Man, I've fallen in love with teaching for so many reasons.
The more you dig deep inside this thing of teaching and in breaking, and more you understand the value that there's the sharing.
I think aside from it being a very humbling experience, teaching for me is also being able to encourage personal growth in others.
Walking into a room and working with people who are brand new or even within their first 5 years of this dance is always like a healthy refresher and a reminder to me why I choose to be a b-boy.
My dream, when after some years that I started, was to have a new generation in my hometown that represents and that live the amazing experience that breaking gave me in the years. I think that point is the connection that you create with other people, you know. So many times it happens that I ask to myself to be something that can encourage them to be better. And this is something that for real made me be a better person, you know, because you understand that it's not just them that are doing something to grow up, but you are growing up with them also.
Really doing my best to encourage my students to unlock their full potential. Kind of like that cathartic experience that you get after the workshop where you're just like, whoa, like that was life-changing. That's the type of experience that I want to emulate.
Being responsible for other kids and managing their families' expectations definitely is a maturing factor for any b-boy or b-girl getting into this game, because I think for most people who organically got into this dance and the scene, there's kind of this Wild West mentality, booking your own flights, finding workshops, finding elders to ask questions to, and here you are with the responsibility to be like it, at least for a short time for beginners.
At a certain point, you are a part of a team, something like it. It can be more personal, or maybe it can be with a group, but a connection is born from the beginning of the sharing.
Be able to show them that this culture is willing to embrace them, and it's also willing to challenge them in their current views, and also be a very inviting community that's going to support them and be able to bring them up in whatever it is that they pursue. Maybe they're just doing dance for fun, but at the same time, overcoming those obstacles of just learning those movements shows that you have the determination and will to get these things done when you put effort into it.
And it's something that forces you to articulate yourself in ways that you might not have to around your homies or your peers that are your age. And so that's one really big thing that I think teaching breaking has done for me. It's taught me how to just connect and speak to other people and lean in to my responsibilities rather than run away from them. Teaching has kept me, and it's forced me to consider aspects of my health and time management actually on the floor to actually enhance the way that I train. Because if I'm teaching 24 to 30 different classes and sessions a week, I need to be impeccable with how I choose to use my energy at an open session with, let's say, 40 other people, or a solo session or a small session with me and my homies. I have to be very wise. I can't just like come to a practice willy-nilly and spend 2 hours talking to people and throwing down frantic rounds without warming up. The Bboy Dojo Teachers International course is incredible. I'm so excited to have completed it. And more than that, I am thrilled to be able to connect with other teachers. I think a large part of being an active practitioner of teaching breaking is connecting with other teaching artists, finding your peers, and also finding people who have done this and gotten it down to a science, like the man Focus and his squad at Bboy Dojo.
Being able to see individuals who are on that same path and share that same fire and that same desire to uplift teaching and bring it to a whole other level, and be able to bring that new level to the current generation and the future generations. It's really empowering, and it really pushed me afterwards to expand my teaching to like other levels. Like,
thinking about it, I think something that my dad said to me some years ago, and it was something like, nobody teaches you how to be a father, okay? And I think that it happens the same with the teaching many times, you know? Nobody teaches you how to teach, to share, which one is the right way to do it, what are the common mistakes that somebody does, or maybe what you have to pay attention to. And I think the Bboy Dojo International Teachers Education was something that did it, you know?
more fire to improve themselves, not just as teachers, but also as students of the dance. Whether from hearing the stories of other teachers from various countries and how they're improving like their own local communities, to hearing the lectures and just like their journeys over like countless amount of years and how they progress from student to teacher and then back to student and then back to teacher. It's definitely going to allow students to just really think to themselves, like, what can I do to better myself as a teacher and student of the dance?
Having access to legendary teachers is not just the only thing that's dope about this course, but also having access to other teachers around the world is a huge asset to making what this course unique. Often, a lot of b-boys get thrown into the teaching position, and it feels like there's no one else that's on your path and there's no one else to reach out to, and at the very least, like, just relate to. And I think that this course kind of provides you a community of other people that may have successes in places where you're being challenged, and other people that may just have similar challenges as you. And it's really healthy to reach out and occasionally even bring other teachers on board to your endeavors, because it not only rounds you out and improves your skill as a teacher, but at the end of the day, of course, it's not about you, it's about the students, and it'll improve your community. It'll improve the resolve of your students and the depth of their learning. So for those things, I give the Bboy Dojo Teacher International course 10 out of 10 stars.
Bboy Dojo Teachers Education Camp do something really dope, because they help everybody. I think in the world, you know, it's hard sometimes to have access to all this kind of information or these amounts of information and experience without traveling. And in this period, more than ever, traveling is something that it's hard to do, you know. So you have with this course the opportunity to have something that you have to find all around the world, but you can have it staying in your place.